So we show you an example of what we mean by bunkers. There's certain things we cannot film because actually on social media you're not allowed to put the movements of the Thai army online.
You know, when we see like it, feel depressed. I don't know.
Do you think we need to build a bunker or not? And so this is the temple that all the fuss is about at the moment. So some of you may have seen in the news recently that there are some tensions on the border between Thailand and Cambodia. And what you may not know is we're actually not that far from what's going down. There have been tensions in the past between Cambodia and Thailand in this particular area. And we were getting to thinking, like, if things do escalate, what would our plan be here on the farm? I highly doubt things will escalate, by the way, but if they do, what would we do? And there's been a few people that are making preparations closer to the border, building things like bunkers. Is that right?
Yeah, the bunker. The village that stay close to the border, that have the border of Cambodia and Thailand. They're preparing, some people they're preparing all the food on the truck. And then some people that have bunker under their house. So we will go see today, like if we need to do it too for bunker.
I just want to kind of get a bit boots on the ground, so to speak, and go and just take a look at what they're doing there and what's going on. We're quite far away in comparison, aren't we? How far are we?
50 kilometers away.
About 50 km out, and so it's not an immediate danger, but things can escalate. And my initial thoughts are, if they were to escalate, we would probably leave the farm, we'd pack up the truck and go north, something like that. I don't think we would bunker down here because you just don't know, like, what would be point in taking the risk. So we're going to jump in the car right now and go and take a look, and we'll also be stopping for some food, aren't we?
We will show you the place where we get the jungle food. Yeah, because this season is a rainy season, like people there, like load of people, like 5 o'clock in the morning. If you go in the early morning, you will see like so many trucks on the mountain that go to get the jungle food for sale in the market. So we will show you that one too.
There was a woman that went up into the jungle to collect this jungle food. Did she step on a cobra or lift a rock up or something? There's a cobra.
Cobra.
Yeah,
อะไรอ่ะที่อยู่บนต้นไม้อ่ะ Yeah, bite in the head.
So it bit her on the head and she died, didn't she? They got her off to the hospital, but she didn't make it. So they actually take quite a big risk going collecting that jungle food every season.
Even though they have that news, nobody's scared, still going, because it's the time, it's the season of making money from the jungle food. So that's what Thai people they do, local people. Because jungle food at the moment is expensive and then only one time per year. So this is a good time for them to make money.
So the jungle food fetches quite a premium. We'll be taking a look at a little bit of that, and the locals don't seem to be afraid that there's cobras up there. And so first step, we're going to jump in the car now and go and check out what's closer to the border and see, do we have to be worried and are we prepared enough? So just before we get back to today's vlog, I'd like to quickly share something very useful for anybody that's thinking about traveling to Thailand anytime soon or anywhere else in the world from today's sponsors, Saily eSIM. If you are in the middle of planning a trip and you don't want the hassle of buying a local SIM card and having to change it everywhere you go, I highly recommend Saily's eSIM. An eSIM is a SIM card that's actually built into your phone, so you don't have to keep swapping SIM cards when you travel. It's going to save you money on expensive roaming fees, and it's going to keep you connected even when there's no Wi-Fi. All you need to do is download the Saily app, choose your plan, and you're instantly connected with unlimited data across 190 countries. Saily's app is super easy to use. You can manage your data, you can share your hotspot, and there's even 24/7 customer support. Personally, I can't count the number of times that I've been stuck without Wi-Fi and needed to get a ride or get in contact with friends when traveling. With Saily's eSIM, you can be sure that that never happens again. So if you're traveling and you want a seamless, instant connection, skip the local SIM cards and go with Saily's eSIM. Now you can get yourself an exclusive 15% discount on Saily's eSIM plans. Simply use my code word bamboo at checkout, or go to www.saily.com/bamboo. Those links are below and in the pinned comment, and I can't recommend it enough. So we've driven about half an hour away from our place. This is called Nikhom village, where we are right now. Small little village, but it's very close to the border. So there are procedures set in place that if there is some kind of warning given, that buses will come and take locals out of town. Not everybody has transport here, remember, guys. So if they do mobilize people, then it's not always the case that people can just get up and go like we can. We can move if something shit hits the fan in some way. We can just jump in the car with all our stuff and move. But there's a lot of villages and the poorer community here that don't have access to transport, and everything they have is in these small little houses. She said if they get the order, they'll have to evacuate to a different district, and they all know, depending on which village number they are, they all know which district they have to evacuate to. On top of this, she said that a couple of years ago there was actually an explosion here in the village, but there hasn't been one since. Some people have private bunkers inside their house, but she also said there are collective bunkers available for people to go to. So everybody is kind of on alert at the moment. There's certain things we cannot film because actually on social media you're not allowed to put the movements of the Thai army online and give away any kind of information. It's actually prohibited, and some TikTokers have got in trouble for doing it, by the way. So we also got to be careful about what we film here. Hello. Oh, sit back. Sit back. So these are the people that are affected, guys. Yeah. She said it's stressful. Before she used to sell in a different area, but there's a problem now in that area, so now she sells here. So, but she said she's very stressed about the situation. And nobody can get any sleep, she said. So we're quite lucky to be in a different location to where this is going on, but it wouldn't take much for it to creep over, to be honest, guys. And so it is something we're going to keep an eye on. And I think it's not only they worry about like a full-scale war, I think it's disruptive to her work as well, because she's had to move her shop. And also some people have left the area full-time, so I don't know about her custom here, if it's still the same. And now we're going to go and see if we can see one of the bunkers that they've set up in this area. So we show you an example of what they mean by bunkers. Here you have basically a dugout area where they got these tires here, and we're seeing a lot of these actually being transported even as far as where we live. A lot of these big concrete rings, there's loads of them being transported in and around our area here. So this would be where people would come and hide, inside here.
A private property, they dig underground. Yeah, some people dig under the house like that, you know. And this one that the government just have the budget to do it for people, because right now is people around here ready to, you know, like protect the people in the village. So they do this. This just finished yesterday, I think.
So Damo's gonna go in and test it out. When I heard the words bunker, I expected something else. I don't know, like in the back of my mind I was thinking some kind of like deep underground like layer. But I guess it makes sense that this would be a temporary bunker. What are you thinking, babe?
Huh? Sad. I don't know, it's just sad. Feel like if it's happened, it's like sad for even us also close, you know, like sad for people to live around here and in their life, what it's gonna be, you know, like scared all the time. I don't like the war, but you know, when see like it, feel depressed. I don't know, just depressed.
Well, we hope it's going to be over anyway soon. We hope nothing comes of all this. Do you think we need to build a bunker or not?
After what I see from people that share, I feel like we need it. Yeah, because they say this time they have a big weapon that go really far. Sometimes it go to the city, Like we also not far away from them as well. Yeah, because you don't know that what is gonna happen. Bunker is something happen at night that can just come to the bunker straight away.
Of course, for me, I make preparations on the farm more for kind of a global shutdown. So you saw what happened in Spain recently. I think in Indonesia they had big power cuts as well. Was it in Spain or was it in Portugal? I can't remember which. But there was a big shutdown of all of the electricity and whatnot. And so I kind of prepare, well, I'm in the process of preparing for that. That's why we're getting the solar put into the farm. We're producing our own water. So I'm thinking more like an AI catastrophe where I asked ChatGPT once, actually, if you were to kind of take over the world and AI became super powerful, what is the first thing that you would do? And the answer to that was to take over all of the energy supply and banking systems and things like that that humans rely on. So that's my preparations are in the event of some kind of global AI catastrophe. Not really useful. So I don't think it's that useful to have like solar and producing your own water in these kind of circumstances where there's bombs flying and things like that, and the army kind of moving in and taking over your place. I don't think it'd be very useful and under those circumstances. And that's why my initial thoughts on this situation are that if it escalates, then we would move. I think the best thing would be to get a family in the car and pack up some stuff and drive north and stay there for as long as needed. We have the luxury to do that. Damo said that many of the kids of the villagers are not happy with their elderly family being here, and so they've moved them to Bangkok already. And so for me, that would seem more like the logical strategy to actually move if things escalated. Let's go and see what else we can find out about the situation. And so this is the temple that all the fuss is about at the moment. They have actually kept it open for tourists because they want people to come and check it out for themselves, apparently, and they don't want to close it down and stop all activities here. A lot of people come down here with supplies, food and water and things like that, so just to help them out. You would think with it being a contested zone and like a trouble on the border that they may have closed this down. I'm quite surprised to see that it is open. Here they all are, and all the supplies that have been delivered from these folks here. So you can't actually walk in now, they've closed because it's 3 p.m. Isn't it? Yeah. And so they don't actually let us in past 3 o'clock. They just took us in a little bit. We took a photo here with them. And you're not allowed to film inside. You can take a photo if they take it, but you're not allowed to film. So Damo also got the opportunity to ask a soldier off camera what is going on. Yeah, did I hear that they said that they talk with the Cambodian soldiers and they're fine and friendly, right?
It's like a friendly, no problem. That's what he say. Yeah, because the news come up, so many news come up. So they say they're just preparing. That's all. They also Cambodian preparing, Thailand preparing, like that.
So Damo's just asking a few of the locals here about what they think about the situation, because the army are quite quiet about it. Damo did talk to one of the army guys, and he told us all of the details, but we don't want to share them on this vlog because it could be compromising.
ด้านความปลอดภัยอยู่แต่เราก็กังวลอยู่
He say he worry also, but have to live his life, and also he believe in the Thai army. Yeah.
And basically, from what we understand, Thailand and Cambodia have shared this temple together for a long time, and the tourists from Thailand could visit it and the tourists from Cambodia could visit it, but one of the agreements was that nobody would put any flag on it or sing the national anthem or kind of claim it in that way. And then kind of what's happened is those rules have been broken, and so now obviously you have this situation. As I said, Damo did talk with one of the soldiers, and he kind of gave us the story and opinion, but being on social media and having a reach, like, it's just not worth the potential headache for sharing anything that may be kind of, what's the word, controversial. We're kind of showing you the place, showing you what it's all about. Really, we're planning for ourselves in case anything, happens. And so it's more like a recon mission for us rather than reporting the news. I'm not a journalist here covering it, and I'd just rather not have any headache by sharing something that may be erroneous, maybe controversial. Anyway, that's where we're at with it, and I think it's been a bit insightful to see what's going on here. And you can tell people are actually quite worried. They're quite scared about what could happen. And so here is another example of a bunker. I'm always just looking around for like stray dogs here though. We just got out earlier and this dog came up to us, and Damo asked the woman, "Oh, does it bite?" expecting her to say no, and the woman says, "Yeah, it bites." So typical. She just let us kind of walk up to it and pat it. So you can see another example of a bunker here though. This one looks like it must have been here a long time because it has some kind of moss on top. And let's have a little look inside. So, as you would imagine, sandbags and rebar inside. Let's hope nobody actually has to use this bunker. We hope that nobody... Damo's got a sticksy in case another dog gets her. So yeah, there's loads of dogs here in this soy. So yeah, that's another example of one of the bunkers here. And it's just starting to rain, so we're just in time. So we are making a quick pit stop here. The rain has been pretty bad. It's hard to film this time of year, guys, to be honest, because it's the rainy season. So we'll have a quick pit stop, grab a coffee. What do you have? Cap on. So looks like it's got a view of the rice field. Damo is super hungry. You can see my camera's all frosted up here. And we definitely had to stop because Damo's starting to get a bit moody. So when she's not had food, that's it, the gears start turning. And after she eats, she'll be fine though. So the topic today, to be honest guys, we didn't want to go into much detail about the whole thing. So we just wanted to check it out ourselves to see what we might do in the situation where this thing escalates. But we don't want to give too many opinions on this vlog or anything like that because it's quite a contentious topic. A lot of people fighting about it at the moment. And so we didn't want to give... we don't want to give our opinion on the situation because really we don't know much about it, do we?
But actually when see from the news it looks so serious. But when we go to see the real place, it's just so quiet, peaceful, you know, like even the army, they told us like they're still friendly, you know, talk normal, nothing like crazy serious there, you know, and then people still live normal. And we're a little bit worried about people who live around there, but they're still living their life, yeah, normal.
Are we going to build bunker?
No. No.
I think we decided if it was to get more serious, like and there was a big war or something, we'd leave. We'd temporarily go north or something, yeah?
Yes.
We wouldn't stay, would we? So we're going to get a bite to eat here now at this cafe, and then we're going to be getting some jungle food. I actually don't like to eat the jungle food. When I talk about jungle food, like it's like rats and certain jungle flowers and things like that. I don't like to eat it, but I always buy some for your mum and dad, don't I? Yes. And especially her dad, he loves this kind of stuff. So what did I send him the other day, your dad, that he was eating and he really loved it?
Yeah.
What was it that I gave your dad the other day?
Durian.
Oh, was it durian?
Durian.
Oh, it was durian.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll show you the durian now. So this is the durian that I bought. So what you learn after a long time of living here is that the way to a Thai girl's heart, there are many ways, food being the main one. But if you were to choose one item of food that was going to get to her heart, it is this. Durian. So a few weeks ago, it's durian season at the moment in Thailand, and a few weeks ago I came back with like this tiny little durian, and it was like 250 baht, and she was very like thankful. Oh yeah, it was lovely, but there was no meat on it. What I realised is if you're going to get durian for them, you've got to get a decent sized one, and this one is the biggest because it's the end of the season. So as a gift, I got the biggest one. And something like this it's the end of the season now, so I wanted to treat it for the end of the season. It stinks, like it's horrible. You guys have seen durian before probably. It's like a fleshy fruit inside. You can see she cut it for me. And this one was around 800 baht. So Because it's the end of the season. No. So I ask, what is your biggest durian? The biggest one, Chamai. And then she pulled this out from behind the counter. Wasn't even unsure. She said, this is the big one. Has the most flesh, Chamai. So there you go. That's last one now, that's it. No more after that, look at that bad boy.
Thank you
800 baht เลย
จริงเหรอแพงเนาะ
She said if it's not sweet you can bring it back. So she's cutting as well, say.
I love you more than Durian, you know.
Loves me more than Durian? No you don't. No you don't.
I love you more than Durian. Is Durian มันจัดไหม Yummy, yummy. Oh, you wanna try?
No. Is that a big chunk then?
No, this one the biggest. This one the biggest. แค่นี้ก็ใหญ่แล้วเนี่ย
It's not like it's not like a smell like body odor or something. It's like petrol and dead leaves. Dead leaves and petrol. That's what it smells like to me. You're supposed to share it with your family, not eat it all for yourself. Isn't it? There's enough there for the whole tribe. Why do you like it? Why do Thai people like it?
Because it's the god fruit.
It's the god fruit. No, but what is it? Is it the texture or the taste or?
The taste. The taste yummy.
And that it's seasonal too. It only comes around some season.
Hugo like it too.
Oh,
Yummy.
doesn't seem to like it very much. So there you go. That was the durian that I bought, and Dad loved it. I also sent him some King Oscar sardines. Did he eat those sardines? Oh, he's not had those yet. But anyway, I like to get a dad stuff because obviously his situation, he's stuck in the bed all day now. So at least he can eat some nice stuff. But he seems happy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we're gonna eat now. Thai style. And for me, I always have the same, guys. Pai Kapao guy with fried egg. So there's not much on today, actually. All of the stalls are all shut down. So it's slim pickings, just a few bamboo shoots, a few fruit, no flower, right, that you wanted. Oh, this is the flower. This is the one that Damo likes from the jungle. But usually this is all fully stocked. 3 coconuts. Oh, this is from the jungle. This is a jungle fruit here. There's just that dude that you just saw is a bit nuts, I think. Not quite there. What do you have now? So Damo will get these flowers, boil and eat with chili paste, and her mum enjoys this kind of stuff. 50 baht. Yeah, we actually went and picked them ourselves. We've got a vlog of that if you'd like to check it out. So I'll link it below. And we went finding jungle food. It's quite a fun vlog actually. It wasn't a very popular vlog, but the topic is not very popular, you see. So, but if you check it out, it's quite a fun vlog. I enjoyed. It's often on this channel that the vlogs that I enjoy the most are usually not the popular ones, and the ones that seem quite mundane to me seem to be viral vlogs, so you never know what you're going to get. She said it's about the time now when the jungle food is stopping, so it could be because the weather changes, starts to get hot. The jungle food likes to grow. When we say jungle food, we're talking about fruits and mushrooms and certain flowers. Likes to grow when it's wet and a bit cooler. So I think that's it then for today, isn't it?
Yes.
So thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it, and we hope you're all well. We're off home now to eat some flowers. Well, I'll have a pie. Damo can have her flowers. Catch you later.